Hi everybody, my name is Michael and I would like to do a numerology and channeling for Princess Diana. The first part's going to be the numerology reading and the second part's going to be the channeling. And in the channeling you'll notice that, or in channeling the way I work is things come through me and I write them down exactly the way they come through. This is a little different where you see most people on YouTube doing verbal channeling, mine's more written. And I think it's going to be very interesting, so let's jump right in. For Princess Diana, her life path numbers is 7, and this is a person who would tend to be connected to introspection, and this is a person who has a lot of understandings. There may be elements associated with this to be spiritual, but I personally think it's more the person being inside their mind, trying to understand every situation and every person, and developing deep understandings from those moments of introspective thoughts. And I think, this is very true about Princess Diana because when you look at her, she always seemed, she always seemed like a deep thinker, like she had something profound going on in her mind. Um, Moving on, her life destiny number is a 4, and this is about limitations and a person having limitations in their life and their purpose. I suppose you can say is they're supposed to find limitations in those. Sorry, they're supposed to find freedoms within those limitations. They're not supposed to allow those limitations to burden them, but to find meaning within those limitations. And this was very true about Princess Diana, in the sense that she was never able to live a normal life. She always had paparazzi stalking her every move. She could barely go outside. She couldn't really interact with people. These were tremendous limitations that made her very lonely and isolated. And I think it was because of these limitations that she did inspire the world. And her soul number is a 9, and 9, as you know, is about selflessness and humanitarianism. And with Princess Diana, she was all about helping people and uplifting people. And her personality number is a 22, and this is one higher level up from 11. 11 and 22, and I think 33 are master numbers. And for 22 in particular, this is a master builder number, which is a person who has not only great, let's just say, introspective qualities, sort of, I guess you can say, almost like a light beam of energy, but this is a person who can take lofty ideas that are sort of channeled from higher sources and bring them into fruition. This is very true about Princess Diana and what she was able to do. Her whole life was about inspiring people, and she did have that effect. And 22, a personal number of 22 is really about tremendous potential and the ability to affect mass amounts of people, and Princess Diana no doubt did that. So let's jump into the channeling that I did with her. And again, if you're not familiar with channeling, it's going to sound like I'm talking on her behalf, and it's supposed to sound like that. So let's jump in. Love and kindness. This is what I want to start this channeling on. That was my soul's desire and destiny. When you see me in the media doing humanitarian work, I did that because that was my inner yearning. I wanted to see the inner conditions of people and uplift them. When I asked about, what is this sum total of your life? She goes on to say, my life was simply here to show people the power and strength of love and kindness. When I spoke, crowds were drawn, not because I had anything in particular to say, but because it was that energy of kindness that I brought to the table, which was what the world needed at that time. This will be my legacy that I live behind, the power to be kind. My kindness was a source of strength for other people, which is why they were drawn. This is my message, the power of kindness. And so I asked, what is it like to be royal? She says, being royal is very stressful yet fun. I did enjoy being in the public eye and doing things of charitable work, but there was also stress in the sense of there was inner politics within that could and did wear me down. I was being scrutinized both on the outside world and within the own confines of my own home. There was never any peace or real love that I felt from anyone. I did attempt to take my own life but failed. Within the confines of my own home, there were elements that were very cold and heinous to me. When I was sort of asking this, understanding and unraveling this part, the word evil kept coming up, so that's important to note. And then I asked, why were you killed? I was killed because I found out secrets that the inner workings were scared I would tell the press. My phones were bugged, and I constantly had secret agents stalking my every move. There was paranoia about what I would do next. And then I asked for any other messages, and she said, I'm very happy and proud that my son is married. So that's obviously Prince Harry that she's talking about. And when she said that, I got a feeling of overwhelming sense of happiness and excitement, more excitement, I can say. And that concludes the channeling. It was very, very enlightening, and I'm very inspired by the fact that I was able to do this with Princess Diana. Thanks for watching, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and talk to you soon.